All right, we're back. That scan is over. It generated one file, perfect. And we don't have the DNS name for this box. We have an IP address. What results did we get? There we go. So this looks like a Windows machine. And for those in class, they'll recognize this. If we wanted to, so it's telling us right away, we've got an ID that it's Windows Server 2008, so that'd be something you'd want to put in the report. That could be important. Obviously, collecting all this port information, and sometimes, we're not 100% sure which OS it is, but in this case, it's actually quite easy to identify. 3389 is open, so let's do our desktop to it. And pops up, and yes, we've got 2008 data center. Perfect. So something else we can put in our report. Now we could do a full port scan. Something like and then do a faster scan. We could do this, or we could do this while we're investigating this one, right? We could have this other scan go. It might take a few more minutes. We don't really need to do that at this point in time. So we've got Savant 3.1. Anyone in our class will know that this is vulnerable. Is it vulnerable on Windows 2008? I think that's what we tested in the past. So we'll quickly run search exploit Savant. And there we go. So there's lots to use. That's the one we're going to go with. So where is it? It's under /user share exploit db exploit Windows remote 18401. So let's actually just keep it there. Take a look at this. All right, so the target port needs to change. What did I say? I think 19, okay. So let's see if we can, whatever. All right, so if I did this correctly, it should exploit the machine. Let's see. Okay, and if I remember correctly, it's on port 4444, so we'll just netcat to it. And perfect. And there we go. And we're administrator. Awesome. So we could, if we weren't administrator, we'd want to look into some type of privilege escalation. And I mean, you can test at this point whether you can, create users and move freely around directories. But that's great. We did that. That's nice. One thing I forgot to do was to collect, when I did the ping scan, I forgot to collect that information. So we'll do that again. That's it. I'll just send that to file. And again, remember, while you're doing one scan, you should, open up another window. You could do a scan specifically to one other IP address if you remember it, or you could be running other tools. While we're waiting, let's just take a look at our VPN connection. So we can see my VM route here. A route was added to the CyberRange network via my tunnel. And so that all looks nice. Everything seems fine. I don't have any errors. Okay, let's take a look here. So there's some other IP address. So we've covered this machine, and I think it's either this one or this one that is the VPN. Let's just jump over. 209 is the VPN. Okay. I think this is the other machine that's fairly easy. So let's just do a quick scan and see if I'm right. And yeah, this is the other machine. Okay, perfect. So now let's take a quick look. So we've got FTP running, SSH running, Telnet supposedly running, some Microsoft ports, a web server, remote desktop, something running on port 8080. Lots of information. Let's go a little bit deeper. Now with this machine, I would say it's pretty darn easy to compromise this machine. But in this particular case, I don't want to give it away completely. It is a fairly old exploit. What IP address was that? That was 216, 31, 32, 216 dash P. Let's just go with 21 to start. While that's happening, well, almost done. Oops. Oh, I made a mistake again. SV, there we go. Just about finished. Oh, there we go. Lots of information. Didn't understand everything, but sysax, okay. Don't know what that is. Looks like Microsoft again, but we don't know. Is it 2003? Is it 2008? Our desktop's running. Perfect. And look at that, an old 2003 server. So there is a very well-known vulnerability in 2003. I'm not sure that it will work on this thing, but hey, give it a go. But there is definitely another vulnerability in this guy. All right, that's all for now.